Excellencies, distinguished dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear friend Samir. There have been many occasions in my life when I have been given awards for my contribution to cinema in my country. But this is the first occasion when I have been given a recognition outside my country. Naturally, this moment is a moment of great joy, great pride, and of great honor. I want to thank the Alexandria Film Festival and all the lovely people from this beautiful country, Egypt, for making it possible for me to be here this evening to receive this recognition from the very worthy hands of the distinguished dignitaries that were present on stage. I do believe that I'm least deserving of this award. I feel that there are many others who have done a very large contribution to cinema worldwide, internationally. So my moment of pride is even greater when I find that Egypt, Alexandria, the people of Egypt, have decided to honor me. I was here in 1991, and that trip was a great revelation for me. I never realized that there were so many people outside my country, and particularly in Egypt, that were fond of Indian cinema. The warmth of the people, the love that they gave me, and the affection that they gave me will be with me all my life. Thank you so much for it. I value this award, and before I hand it over to my friend to translate, I just want to say that I would like to dedicate this award to the wonderful people of Egypt. This will be a symbol of your love and affection for me all my life. Thank you.
Ammitab, BBC has nominated you the Star of the Millennium, right?
Yes, that's right.
And you told me that I would like you to tell them. You said, well, it was not Laurence Olivier, it was not Marlon Brando, and you gave an explanation about that India. Shall I say it in Arabic, or would you like?
Yes.
هو قال ايه الاستفتاء اللي عمله البي بي سي ده وهو فاز فيه على انه نجم القرن، بيقول لي ده غالبا لان الشعب الهندي فوق البليون تعداد البلد يعني، فاكيد دول كلهم بعتوا عن طريق الانترنت اكتر من بليون رسالة، فعشان كده هو اخذ هذا التكريم. يعني غلطة يعني في What are the memories you have of your last visit in Cairo, besides the great love that you felt of the people towards you and the cinema, and the Indian cinema?
I carried a camera team with me when I was here last, and they have filmed my entire visit. I can say with great pride that I'm happy that they filmed it, because now I would like to go back and show my grandchildren what a beautiful country Egypt is, and what a wonderful reception they have always given me. I've loved the people. I've loved the country. Of course, it's internationally known what a beautiful country Egypt is. I've loved the food. When I was here last, I visited portions of old Cairo and had kebab and fool and coffee. They've been very memorable visits. I loved my trip to Luxor to see the Saint-Lumière at Luxor and the wonderful pyramids here. There are so many memories of my stay here. But really the one that has been very endearing and very close to me has been the affection of the people. There is a very strong bond. And I know that every time I come here, it's like coming back to home. I feel that Cairo, the Egyptian people, have made me feel so comfortable that I feel that I've never left my own country or never left my own home. Thank you so much.
क्यों? सोच में पड़ गए ना गंगा?
अब इससे पहले कि मेरी दूसरी गोली तुम्हारे सीने को छलनी कर दे, चला जाए यहाँ से।
Why do you think the Indian cinema has this great appeal to our Egyptian audiences?
Very difficult question. I think the closest that I can come is that Indian cinema is very much like Indian food. It's very spicy and it has a lot of variety. You get music, you get drama, you get action, you get comedy, you get emotions, you get romance, all in one film. The other reason is something that I actually asked my father this question once. Why is it that Indian cinema is so popular? And he said that it gives poetic justice in 3 hours. Sometimes we don't get poetic justice in a lifetime, maybe 7 lifetimes. But poetic justice in 3 hours is a very valuable component of Indian cinema. I think that we are very fortunate that countries like Egypt, who are so proficient and so powerful in their own medium of cinema, have embraced Indian cinema. I think that it's wonderful to see other countries recognizing work from other parts of the world. I'm naturally very delighted that Indian cinema has been so well received in Egypt. If you give me recognition, if you give me love, actually, you give recognition to the Indian film industry, to the Indian people. And obviously this speaks a lot about the cultural bond, the bonds of friendship that exist between India and Egypt. And they've always existed for so many years. And I hope that through the medium of cinema, these bonds become stronger and grow as fast as they possibly can. Thank you.
There's another lady that asked me to ask you, how long have you been married to Jaya, and what is the secret of the happiness that binds you together?
I hope I'm correct, otherwise I'm going to be in trouble when I get home. I think it's 28 years. Am I right? 28 years. Jay and me met in a film studio. She was from the Pune Film Institute, where you get formal training in our country for cinema. I had no formal training, I just came from the streets. But I'm happy that we met, and we have 2 beautiful children. They were here with me in my last trip, Shweta and Abhishek. Shweta has since got married, and she has 2 children, and we have 2 wonderful grandchildren. Abhishek has decided to follow in his father's footsteps and is become an actor. And I hope that someday there will be an occasion when both Abhishek and me will be able to come to Egypt and meet all of you. Thank you.
اميتاب بتشان رشح نفسه في سنة 84 ودخل المجال السياسي عشان يساند صديقه راجيف غاندي، وقرر انه يبتعد عن السياسة لما لقى انها بتتعرض لعائلته اللي هو طول عمره حب يخليها بعيد عن الصحافة. فلما لقى ان ابتدوا خصومه السياسيين يناولوا عائلته بإشاعات وتلميحات، قرر انه يبتعد عن I was just explaining why you left politics to cut it short in Arabic يعني. وأميتاب والده شاعر وكاتب ودخل التمثيل مصادفة في كلكتة، قدم صورته وفشل في أول امتحان الوجه الجديد انه يمثل في السينما، ومع ذلك بالمصابرة اخوه الكبير قال له انت شكلك تصلح انك انت تبقى نجم سينمائي، فقدمه تاني في بومبي عاصمة السينما. Have you ever lately seen an Egyptian film?
Unfortunately not. When I was here in 1975, that's the time when I visited a lot of your studios. I met a lot of people connected with films and also saw some at that time. Unfortunately, my shooting schedules and my programs are so tight that we really do not get time. But I would be very interested to associate myself, see Egyptian films, and hope in the future that sometime Egypt and India can have a collaboration where both of us work together and make a common film.
على فكرة هو بيحافظ على قوامه لأنه هو نباتي لا يأكل إلا الخضار والفواكه بقلة شديدة جدا. My final question to you, sir, is you are presenting the Asian version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, right? Are you happier on a television set or before the screen? هو بيقدم كيف تربح المليون، النسخة اللي معمولة لآسيا، وقبل ده بعد فترة قال أنا أحب أن أنا أجرب شغل التلفزيون شكله إيه. Did this increase your popularity, your television appearance?
I really can't say whether it increased it or decreased it, but there was a lot of apprehension in my mind before accepting to do television, because a lot of people were very critical of my wanting to shift myself from the larger screen to a smaller screen. And if I may be a little personal, my wife was one of the first critics who felt that I should not be doing this. I myself was quite afraid of doing television, but I saw the program Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in England. I liked the format and decided to go ahead with it. And I must admit that having accepted this new job as a television anchor, I have really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it because it has given me an opportunity to interact with the common man, with the common people of India. We sometimes get closeted and cocooned once you join the film arena, once you become a celebrity. But I think that this game show has given me an opportunity to meet the common man, to know about his life, to know about his feelings, what he goes through. There have been some unbelievable moments on television where people from all walks of life, people from different status, having different status in society, some very poor, some very rich, all having to play. Some play with the motive of just excitement. But there are many I know who are not so rich, sometimes come and play because they need the money to either educate their children or to build a home. And that's been very rewarding. I think if in a small way I have helped them in achieving this, it's very, very heartening to me. But yes, it's been a very humbling moment I know that television has a very large and a very quick reach, and I can safely say that what took me perhaps 25 years took me about 2 days in television to achieve. Television's reach is very rapid and very large. I've enjoyed those moments. I still am doing the show for perhaps another year, and I'm sure that this will be one of my most rewarding experiences.
मुझे तुझसे कई पापों का हिसाब लेना है ठाकुर.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for being with us, and we've enjoyed having you.